Oh! We found the big ones. Woot woot.
Oh my goodness. Like, oh, this is a good fish. My goodness.
Yay!
Wow.
Oh.
What a thumping run. That was a really good fight.
That's a heck of a bream.
Isn't it amazing?
The south coast of New South Wales provides wonderful opportunities for both resident and visiting anglers. In fact, it has enough great fishing to keep you happy and challenged for a lifetime. Sometimes it pays to leave it all behind for a while, just so you can come back and see things again through fresh eyes. This way you really appreciate what you've got.
As long as my forearm.
For me, the New South Wales far south coast is a great place to live, and it's also a very popular destination for family vacations. The sheltered waters of the south coast's abundant estuaries are a magnet for fish and anglers. These can be very productive places to while away a few hours. The 360 kilometre or so stretch of coast from Wollongong to the Victorian border holds no less than 40 major and minor estuary systems, each holding a variety of desirable fishing targets. It's been estimated that 80% of all the life on Earth is found in salt and brackish water, and a good proportion of that life consists of the scaled and finned variety, many of which inhabit these waters. Join Jo and me now as we drift across one such intermittently open brackish lake on the far south coast. We might appear to be fishing out in the middle of nowhere, but when you get it all right, the results can be spectacular.
Not so
Lunch.
Yeah, I'm worried about them.
That's all right. Good hook up.
Woohoo! Oh, got him?
Yep. Little critter. It's a great little lure. A bit of one of the sleepers in the squidgy range. It probably doesn't get used anywhere near enough, but it's a fantastic little lure. You can throw it at trout in rivers and lakes. Use it as a insect nymph imitation, or in the salt water it makes a great little shrimp or crab or whatever. We call it a critter because it just generally imitates all sorts of critters, and fish love to eat it.
Thank you.
That's a nice eating size. A flathead of around probably 41, 42 centimetres, which is about the ideal size to eat them. Oh, gee, it's giving me a bit of curry, this one. There we go. Yeah, probably 40, 41. Just a good eater. We're just drifting. It looks like we're out in the middle of nowhere, and we are. We're in a fairly wide open lake with very little feature on the bottom, but we're using our sounder to find little concentrations of bait and fish. We're targeting black bream, yellowfin bream, and these guys, flathead, just out here in open water. It's something a little bit different. Most people would work the edges in a lake like this, but often there are a lot of fish out in the middle. There's a lot of prawns in here, and the fish just school up and swim around and hunt the patches of prawns and bait fish. You've got to find them. You've got to sieve through a fair bit of water to find them. But drifting like this, you cover a lot of ground, bounce your plastics along on nice light leaders, and you will catch a feed of fish. The critter.
It's a flathead.
The critter reigns supreme. Oh, he jumped. Jumped out of the net. He's a live little fella. Light gear, it's good fun, isn't it? Hiding under the boat. There you go.
Flatheads like the critter.
Yep. There'll be plenty of little crabs. I found a lot of crabs in them out of here. Little flat crabs that live on the bottom. Jo's on a nice light mono leader here. It's only 2.5, 3 kilo breaking strain. It's good when you get a corner of the mouth hook up like that, but if they swallow it right down, they can saw you off. And this one has actually damaged the leader quite badly there, so it'll be a retie job. You'll see it breaks fairly easy. That probably broke at about 2 or 3 pounds then. So, they're liking the critter. Perfect. There you go.
Thank you.
Another addition to lunch.
Yum.
Having a sounder screen positioned so that you can see it easily when you're actually fishing is really important for consistently good results with this open water technique. You'll see why in just a moment.
That's a bream. So a bit of contrasting styles here. I'm using slightly different tackle to Jo. I'm actually running 1.5 kilo fluorocarbon line right through. I've spooled up with it instead of my usual braided line. No leader, 1.5 kilo right to a little jig head, and a trimmed down 100mm bloodworm squidgy. This is real go-to stuff for me. If I really need to catch a bream in a tournament or whatever, this is exactly how I'll fish. And it's produced a bream. It'll be interesting to see if it's a black or a yellowfin. It looks like a yellowfin. He's not real big. I'll just get you to hold the net underneath him and I'll just lift him. There we go. Handsome little yellowfin bream. He's legal, but not real big. If I was fishing a bream tournament, I'd be happy to have that one in the bag. It'd be the first of my 5 fish limit. I've got to be 25 centimetres total length here in New South Wales to be fisheries legal, and he's certainly that. Whether he'd go 25 to the fork and make it into a tournament bag is another question. Gee whiz, he's really got it in the corner of his little bony mouth. Yeah, thanks, son. I might need those pliers. Oh, no, it's out. Yellowfin bream. Yep. Oh yeah, that was a bream. That's a bream. Clunk. A really distinct tick in the line when that fish grabbed that. I'm going to call it for a bream. Oh yeah, it's a nice bream.
Oh, it's a cracker.
I love this style of fishing. It's the ultimate in finesse fishing.
Geez, that's a nice fish. You'd be pretty happy to have that in your bag too, I'll tell you.
Oh, I
now.
reckon that's a kicker. Nice and gentle on this light line. Yes, into the net. Yep, that's a southern black bream. So yellowfin. Oh, yeah, I think yes, it is a southern black. Got all the characteristics of a black bream, the head profile and everything else, but it's a very clean looking fish. That's a really nice fish, probably, I reckon about 600, 650 grams. They're much heavier for their length than a yellowfin bream. And he's taken that squidgy wriggler head first. The jig head's in there. You know, people worry about this big long tail and they say, oh, you're going to get short bites and everything else. You need stinger hooks back there. Trust me, they usually go for the head of it, and that's where you want the hook to be. Oh, look, it's just pinned him in the lip though.
Look at those teeth.
Yeah.
That's why you lose.
Oh. Why they rip the tails off sometimes. Yeah, they just
amputees.
clamp on it so hard and you strike and you can break a plastic. He's using that to bust up shellfish down there. They eat a lot of barnacles and oysters and things like that, and also crabs off the bottom. We'll put him in the live well and see what sort of a bag we end up with. We'll let him go. Lovely fish. Right.
When we're fishing in these featureless bottom basins like this and trying to find fish, we really depend on our sounder, and we're using the Generation 2 Lowrance sounders, which feature a new touchscreen, and I absolutely love them. I didn't think that I'd be as ready to get rid of my fantastic 8 but from the old style, but this just makes my life so much easier. It's really easy to move between the different screens. As you can see, I can easily go through and change my format. It's extremely intuitive. I can change the size, which is what I want to do at the moment. I want to see more of the bottom. Save that, much easier. And what it means for me is I've got less time sitting here finding functions on my sounder and more time actually out fishing.
A bit interesting how the two different rigs, are targeting the two species. I haven't hooked a flathead. You've definitely had one brim on, but you've been smacking the flathead on that critter. Oopsie.
Just can't get good help.
Oh,
You
dear.
cannot get good help these days, I tell you.
I'm having a fair old crack at knocking it off the hook for Jo. They're all like peas in a pod, just those 40 centimetre table fish.
And you confirm our lunch menu.
Yeah,
oh,
good
yes.
brim.
They come in.
Oh no,
It's a good brim.
that's amazing. It's just brim on one. Nice fish too. Just brim on one.
Not ready. In we go.
Crack brim.
You mind, I'll just step behind you here and
Now we're drifting with the wind here. We've got about I guess about a 5 to 7 knot sou'easter blowing, and it's just pushing us probably at about a bit slower than walking pace across the lake. What I'm doing, just a comfortable cast back down into the wind. Boat's going that way with the wind. Flick out a little bit of line to get it to the bottom. This lake's just a basin. It's got very little feature. It's mostly 2.4 to about 3.1 metres deep. We're in about 2.7 metres at the moment. Just letting that line come tight behind as we're drifting, almost as if you were bait fishing, but instead of just letting it sit there if you're bait fishing, I just start working it, swimming it up off the bottom a little bit, letting it get back down again. One retrieve can last 5, even 10 minutes if you like, because I'm recovering very, very little line. I'm just bouncing the lure up and down, but it's covering the bottom because of the way the boat's drifting. Just keep bouncing it along the bottom there, and I'm watching that line. When I let it drop back down, I'm really watching the line quite keenly, because you'll see a little tick in the line every now and again, particularly with the brim. They'll just pick it up like that, make a little tick in the line, and you need to actually strike and set the hook. Sometimes you'll feel them as you're jigging it up like that, but probably 75-80% of your bites will come while it's actually sinking back down again, or even while it's on the bottom. What happens is that jig head will hit the bottom and the plastic's standing up above it, wiggling like that. It's just like a worm poking out of the bottom, and they'll come over and hoover it up. So I'll just keep bouncing it. If we were drifting faster than this, every now and again I might need to open my bail arm and let out a little bit of line just to maintain contact with the bottom. On the other hand, if there was less wind and we were drifting slower, I'd need to keep retrieving, picking up line after each jig. But I really like this speed wind because it means I can just leave the lure in the same length of line and just keep bouncing it like that. And I keep looking at the sounder. Oh, there was a bite. Keep looking at the sounder to see if we're coming over patches of fish. It's really good fun. I'm a great believer in the importance of the S-factor bite stimulant in this style of fishing, because the fish get plenty of time to look at the lure. We're working very, very slowly, and I think that scent can just make the difference sometimes.
By combining S-factor scented squidgies, the Lowrance sounder plotter combo, and our drifting techniques out in the middle of the lake, we're really beginning to rack up some fish now, and it's big smiles all round.
oh my God!
Take it home.
That's not a bloody.
PB, I think, then.
Oh yeah.
Revenge of the critter. Came up fairly quiet. He's definitely a black, so they take longer to wake up to the fact that they're hooked in the elephant eyes. Lovely brim. Lovely brim. Oh, that's a really good fish. He's nudging the kilo, if not over. There we go.
Woot woot.
Oh,
Beautiful
yes.
fish. Gotta be happy with
Wow,
that.
he's woofed that critter. He's absolutely
Wow.
inhaled it.
So
Yeah, he's got a little smile on him. Thick, so much thicker through that way than the yellowfin brim. He'd be, if he's not a kilo, he's certainly 850 or 900 grams. Really fat. They're in such good nick at the moment. Oh, I want one.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, they're all getting a bit feisty. There's not enough room in this live well for the lot of us. Wow, he's a goer. So we're just gonna, oh, there's some good fish down there now too, sweetie.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll go back and mark that last spot, hey?
Yeah, for sure.
Where Steve just got that, there they are there, that's the patch. If I put that there, double click my flag, there you can see the mark, clear the cursor. Over here we can see, there we've got the 2 marks on retrospectively on the fish that we marked before, so it's a great new system.
That's why you need to keep an eye on the sounder. Jo knew immediately which patch of fish we'd hooked up from, and she was able to scroll back, pinpoint their position and mark it on the GPS plotter's chart. Consistency of results in this open water scenario comes from being able to accurately reposition the boat for another drift over an obviously active school of fish. Check this out.
With this light line of 1.5 kilo fluorocarbon right through, you've just got to, oh, it's a bream. Just got to take them easy. It's nice open water out here. There's no snags or anything for them to cut you off on. So you can actually have a bit of fun with it. It's really good. Oh yeah. Oh! We found the big ones. Woot woot.
Oh my goodness. Jeez, he's a monster. Look how thick he is across the head there. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Wow.
Tense moments on that white line. Oh, that's a beautiful black bream. Goodness me. I'm used to having to travel all the way down into Victoria to Malakuta and the Bem River and places like that, but there's some big black bream here in southern New South Wales too.
He's a beauty.
Some handsome fish, that one. Wow, as long as my forearm. Beautiful mauves and purples here in the back. They're just a glorious fish. And look at the blue here in the head. Wow, that's a great looking fish. Right.
Decided to have a change of colour on the critter. Like, oh, this is a good fish. My goodness. Turns out to be a good decision.
What a cracker.
This is a lovely bream.
Ooh, I think you might have upped your PB mark already.
Repeating the pattern of repositioning the boat, casting upwind, drifting and slowly working our plastics close to the bottom, we were able to hook up with fish after fish. It might take you a little while and some on-water practice to get your head around this process, but once you do and you start hooking a few, your confidence will rapidly grow and you'll land even more fish. Give it a go and see if I'm not right.
Look at the thickness through there. Blue green, wasabi coloured critter. You weren't going to drop him. Look at that, it's gone right round
Right
the
round his jawbone, yeah.
The other really interesting thing is the tooth mark in the jig head there. That silver mark is made by the bream's teeth. It's a good forensic clue. Sometimes you'll miss a bite and bring it in and find one of those divots taken out of the jig head, and it's a good clue that you're dealing with some big bream like this beauty.
Lures and jig heads you get back by leaving it in the fish and putting the fish in the live well, and they manage to get themselves clear.
That's right. If you can't get it out, just leave it in there and pop him in the well, and usually they're lying in the bottom of the well.
All right, I'll open that well up.
Yep. Look at that. That's a good bag of bream.
I know.
Look at that for a run.
That is a really good fish. Oh, gosh. Look at the size.
I don't think he's as big as the last one, but he's got, he's been eating his Wheaties. stunning bream.
They're really clean.
Yeah, very, very clean fish. Just beautifully pinned in the corner of the mouth. Another very solid black bream.
Nice targets down there now.
Might be the one. This just might be the one.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's the way. Oh, he's a goer. Don't they run? They're a great sport fish. Oh, it's a big yellowfin.
Oh my goodness, he's a cracker.
That blow over the top of him here.
He's a bit camera shy, I think.
It's a different fight to the blacks. The blacks are a bit slow and ponderous. These things really get mobile. Yay!
Wow!
Oh,
What a thumping run. That was a really good fight.
that's a heck of a bream.
Isn't it amazing?
You know, you'll be disappointed. I reckon one of the blacks you've got in there will weigh more than that.
Yeah.
But
But he's immaculate. Look at him.
big stout spine in the anal fin there.
That was a great fight. He just took line off me so many times. That was great.
Bream seems to be working quite well for you.
Really well. There's a lot of patience with this style of fishing, just trusting that if you leave the lure down there long enough that something will pick it up. You get tempted quite often to just pull it back in and give it another cast. But
Yeah, it's a bit zen. You've just got to believe that the lure is out there doing the right thing, and every now and again you get a bit of positive reinforcement in the form of one of those things climbing on. Okay, in the well. Oh, I'd like to see that well in a bream tournament.
We kept our heaviest 5 bream of the day alive in the well and weighed them on shore before releasing them. That 5 fish bag nudged 5 kilos, which isn't bad bream fishing for New South Wales. Every fish we caught that day, and there were lots of them, was taken on a squidgy, either an 80 or 100mm wriggler in the bloodworm or wasabi colours, or one of the little 50mm critters in a range of natural colours, all rigged on 2 and 3 gram squidgy ball head jigs with number 4 and number 2 hooks. And of course, we regularly applied S-Factor bite stimulant to our squidgies. It's a proven system, but as you saw, it pays to carry a range of styles and colours and to swap around when the bite slows. We'd be lost without our Lowrance electronics for this style of fishing too, especially that brilliant HDS Gen 2 touchscreen combo unit on the console. These things are absolutely brilliant and so easy to use. They've changed the way we fish and greatly broadened our horizons. Of course, we also rely on our 70 horsepower 4-stroke Yamaha to get us there and bring us home every single time. We know it will always start first turn of the key, and its whisper quiet, smooth performance and low emissions are so fish friendly. Jo and I both wear Mako sunglasses when we fish too, with both prescription and standard polarising lenses. They're comfortable and come in a wide variety of frame designs, and they're also fantastic for cutting through the glare and reflections to identify a shallow structure or spot fish, as well as protecting your eyes from flying jig heads and fast moving rod tips.